McMillan, please.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. Presiding Officer, I support this bill and also the key aspects of Glasgow being one of the world's greatest cities for major sporting events. Euro 2020 it will build on the outstanding success of the 2014 Commonwealth Games and also the European Championships of last year. I think we have to also kind of highlight and remember just a few of the events that have taken place in Glasgow, but also across Scotland. The UEFA Champions League final took place in 2002. Europa League final 2007. The Heineken Cup for rugby, that was Murrayfield in 2009. The Champions Cup in Murrayfield 2017. And also the Pro 14 Grand Final at Celtic Park this year. Then there was also the Ryder Cup in 2014 and the Solheim Cup this year. Presiding Officer, it's clear that Scotland organises, hosts and delivers successful championships and sporting events. Our reputation is high, and that's something that we should really be proud of. It's hard won, but it's even more challenging to actually keep that success. Now, next year is a huge opportunity for us once again to shine and to tell the world and show the world that Scotland delivers. We've got 4 matches being played at the National Stadium in Glasgow. That's 4 occasions where Scotland, as a nation, has that opportunity to prove that once again we are a world-class location, and also 4 occasions where the festival of football comes to Scotland. The matches will be sellouts, the atmospheres will be electric, and hopefully we do get through via the Nations League playoff next spring to actually participate on the pitch as well. Now, today it was also announced that Glasgow has been named as the European Capital of Sport in 2023. This will be the second time it's achieved this, after it first being the capital in 2003. This builds yet again in Glasgow, keeping its place amongst the world's sporting elite cities, by once again being ranked as the 5th best sporting city in the world at the Sport Business Ultimate Sports Cities Awards. Now, I know that what it's like to follow the men's team at a major championships. As I went to see the Scotland-Norway game at the World Cup in France in '98, many years ago. Little did I think then that that would be the last time we would participate in a major championships. But this bill plays an important role in maintaining the highest levels of delivery. As we know, Presiding Officer, the bill is relatively short. It's based on the Commonwealth Games Scotland Act, and it covers the 4 main areas that colleagues have touched upon: the ticket touting, the street trading, the advertising, and also the enforcement. Now, each of these areas are important in their own right, but it's also vital for the bill that these 4 areas are properly considered, and I believe that they have been thus far. Now, in any sporting event, one of the main causes of frustration for the legitimate sporting fans is the issue of ticket touting. Now, when I was at the World Cup in France '98, I obviously bumped into quite a number of ticket touts. And genuinely, Presiding Officer, I don't say this lightly. In my opinion, ticket touts are amongst some of the scum of the earth. They seek to profit at the expense of real sporting fans, and their greed has absolutely no limit. The only thing that's important to them is the size of their wallet or their purse. And so the way the committee actually looked at this particular issue, I thought it was really important. And the committee scrutinised the bill certainly thoroughly as a whole in the limited time available to us, and also the wide variety of recommendations in their Stage 1 report are also very much considered to be unanimous. But the issue of the ticket touting is one thing that genuinely, irrespective as to which team or if someone goes along as a neutral to one of the 4 matches, if they do encounter these people, it will annoy them. It will annoy them dearly. But also, when you get a major championships, the last thing you want to see is empty seats. This is one thing that, unfortunately, ticket touts, they actually lead this to happen because they charge so much money, people can't afford it, so you then price people, the real fans, out of actually attending. So I genuinely do welcome what's in the bill regarding these scum. Now, I also welcome the Minister's reply to the committee on the issue welcome the Minister's reply on the issue of ticket touting, but also the Scottish Government have been very clear from the outset that they want the bill to both be practical but also deliverable, as well as protecting the integrity of the championships. Now, I know colleagues are quite sceptical about the issue of big multinational companies, but it's just a fact of life. They sponsor events, they sponsor sporting events, and if you look at some of the events, also if we consider some of the sporting events that have taken place in Scotland, and I've already touched upon some, they wouldn't have happened without major multinational companies putting the money in to bring them to Scotland. And that's just a fact of life, whether people want to accept it or not. I welcome the Scottish Government's approach also for the issue of street trading, including the exemptions for buskers and also the charity collections. And the issue of the busking is, it might sound quite low level, but actually that brings the festival of the sport to the wider world. And it's something that is, you cannot put a value on that. An individual busker clearly will, but as a whole event, you cannot put a value on that. The advertising, I welcome the Scottish Government's response in the letter that came in yesterday, and also the issue regarding the enforcement officers and the powers. Colleagues across the Chamber clearly raised this already, but I do welcome the Scottish Government are prepared to bring forward amendments on this particular issue. On the issue of the delegated powers, the Scottish Government response and the impact of Brexit, that's something that we do have to consider. And in the response from the Minister yesterday, I do want to highlight that it's crucial that whatever the outcome on the Brexit chaos that's going to happen, then the Scottish Government needs to act as quickly as possible to introduce the set of regulations so that the bill and the whole event can take place in the way we all want it to take place. Clearly, Brexit will have a negative effect upon our economy, so let's do whatever we can to ensure that these championships are successful and to continue Glasgow and Scotland's reputation. And finally, Presiding Officer, I wholeheartedly agree with the comments of others regarding the consideration of a framework bill going forward. I think also the issue of engagement with the local community, and Mount Florida in particular, is very important to make sure that they are part of the festival of football as compared to it happening to them. And certainly make no mistake, next year will be a huge festival of football. From the sporting, the cultural, but also the economic effects will last for many, many years to come. However, the memories will never die. The memories will last forever. So I fully support the bill and also look forward to its parliamentary progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you.